Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing a double unboxing. Yes indeed. So today, two of the parts for my desktop have finally arrived. Say hello to the graphics card and the RAM. Big yay. Okay, let's take this in and get it unpacked. Shear me with my knife of power! Yes. Oh, let's not poke too deep. Okay, come on, man. Oh, more packing tape than is necessary. Got it. Got it eventually. There we go. And then there we go. First package is the most important part of any computer, the graphics card. Oh god, this thing's kind of big and kind of heavy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on just a moment. It's very... God, oh, there we go. I'm glad the seller knows how to package. Jesus, I had no idea how heavy this thing is. God. It is the... Jesus, that's heavy. R9 Fury. Nitro Plus, or I think, or whatever it is, from Sapphire. Now, this is a heavy card. It's a bit heavy. It weighs as much as my laptop. Look at the freaking beefy-ass heat pipes. So we've got DVI, DisplayPort, HDMI, DisplayPort. Okay. Equivalent to a 1070, more or less. And, of course, a metal black plate. Well, I guess it is black, but it's a backplate. People say it improves cooling, but I think, and a lot of people think that's a whole load of BS. It takes a... Oh! 2 8-pins. I thought it was a 6-pin and an 8-pin, but 2 8-pins. No issue, though. I have the power required to power this fucking beefy metal frickin' cooler. Yes. And of course, I'm going to be including the testing of this badass card in the video. It's just frickin' heavy. Now, we get to open up this thing, which... apparently got punctured in shipping. I can do it with my hands. I think. Come on. I'm just gonna tear it the fuck open. There we go. And of course, another important part for a computer, and something that I was kind of lacking of in my desktop, RAM. So we got two 2 gig sticks of Samsung RAM? That's not the model number I ordered, but I hope it works. This is not SK Hynix, is it? Not SK Hynix chips. I don't think so. Because seeing as how this is a Samsung branded DIMM, that's probably not SK Hynix. Well, it better work or else I'm going to be a very sad man's. But I will join you guys up as soon as I get everything installed into my computer. Correct again. You know what? That flash. It's flash time. Bam. Okay. So, don't mind how I've got my computer tilted, and now we're in 1080p. This bad boy is going to, oh lord, do I even have... Do I even have enough clearance? I didn't think this is gonna... Okay, Jesus Christ. I have barely enough clearance for this frickin' behemoth of a graphics card. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. This is massive. Oh my god. I can't even push it down in the socket all the way because some cables are in the way. What the hell's in the way? SATA cables?
a fan cable? I think they got a freaking fan cable in the way. Jesus Christ. One moment, please.
Jesus, that was not easy to get in there.
Holy fuck. If you're going to buy the R9 Fury, please, for the love of God, check case space. Look at how close that is. I don't even have a millimeter of space. Maybe barely. But Jesus.
Anyway, it is time to install the
8-pin of power, which is on these slightly annoying, like, 6-pin plus 8 to 2, whatever. In goes one 8-pin, and in one moment, we will have the next 8-pin. Oh, wait, where does this one go? Is it on the edge? I think it's, here, I think. Freaking 8-pin piece of crap. And get back there. Hey! I will worry about installing the screws and a couple of other things later.
But right now, we have to install these last 2 RAM sticks in here. In you guys go. The other way round. Now, my processor isn't here because, well, for whatever reason, Newegg canceled the transaction, so it'll be a while before I get my 2700X, but a 2200G should be good enough for now. That is the hope, anyway. And I'm hoping this posts, because if it doesn't post, I'm going to be a big sad. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. So now we gotta plug in this fan here because it got unplugged a little while ago. Where's the fan header? Aha. There's a fan header down here near my really janktastic heatsink for the SSD, which it can't reach. It's cool. Good lord. You know what? Nobody cares about your case fan for now. Let's tip it back over. Connect in. Oh, this is not light anymore. This is not a light computer anymore. It's... Oh, damn it. Frickin'... I broke my, one of the feet on my computer here. Down here. So, it doesn't want to cooperate sometimes. Oh, did the other foot on the other side fall off too? No, it's still there. Okay. Good. Let's connect in the HDMI port of power. Yoink. And I will join you guys in a second because this is going to be slightly annoying to plug in. Okay. Moment of truth time. What's going to happen? The RAM is not going to be detected properly. Good. I love it whenever the RAM isn't detected properly. Thank you, seller, for sending me the wrong type of RAM. No worries. My BIOS settings didn't reset for whatever reason, and I was trying to run the 2133 DIMMs, the new ones, at 3200 megahertz, and I guess they didn't like that. But, as you can see, the graphics card spinning, everything's spinning, and oh, what's this? A post screen! Although my TV isn't really liking this. I might have to install some drivers and whatnot, but hey, 16 gigs of fucking RAM, bitch! And we're outputting from the graphics card right now, so I'm gonna go install some drivers and stuff and see you guys in just a moment. Cheap Samsung DIMMs are not capable of 2800 megahertz. Are they capable of 2666? If they're not, I'm going to be highly disappointed. They might be. I think they are because... No? Oh, fuck. Capable of 2400 megahertz. That's it. Sorry, I was covering the mic slightly. I'm not happy. Why did this just reboot? Anyways, yeah, I guess at least I can get tight timings. 12, 12, 12, 12, 28 is what I have right now at 2400 megahertz, so it's going to feel snappy, but I might not get as much performance as I would have liked. But hey, they are cheap DIMMs, and I got the whole kit of RAM that's currently in there for a total of $52 for 16 gigs, which is not too bad. Now it is driver install time. Whee! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Oh yeah. 14 point, god damn it, I didn't realize there's still RAM dedicated to the integrated graphics. I'm going to have to change that. But otherwise, well, it might be several days later now, but I have gotten it booted and stable. Right now, I have got it running at 3.77 gigahertz, as you can see right there, more or less. I've got the RAM running at 2400 megahertz, which is kind of crap, and the Samsung RAM is holding us back, which is really, really annoying. But anyway, that doesn't change the fact that the Fury is kind of awesome. I just wish that my processor was a bit stronger. But anyways, let's run a benchmark, shall we? So, we're going to use 3D Mark's Time Spy for this. And we're going to see what kind of score we get. To be honest, I didn't pay much attention. Well, there, bud, that big problemo. The RAM might be at a little bit too high of settings. Let's see, voltage, no, voltage is pretty damn high. I will fix, I think it's timings. I don't think it can do that. Which is really, really annoying, because timings is the only thing that's making this thing feel even half decently quick. So, the fact that I have to change this kind of sucks. Anyway, let's go. The problem was the fact that it was just, RAM running too highly clocked. But yeah, it doesn't run too bad. I mean, YouTube, I think, is going to make this video 30 FPS, but I'm going to upload it as 60, so I don't know. But I think it's running about either, high 40s, maybe low to mid 50s, maybe even 60, maybe above 60. I don't know, actually. It's been a couple days since I've tested this, but listen to them fans. Yeah, they're pretty loud. Oh, should mention, got a new fan, so I don't have to listen to ticking, and I also got a new hard drive. So, yeah, I didn't unbox those on camera, I just unboxed them, stuck them in the computer, we're good. But yeah, I did implement a custom fan curve on the R9 Fury, so it will be running cooler than an R9 Fury without being messed with. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, well, at least on this test, we're getting about mid-30s, which is not terrible considering this processor is kind of crap compared to this graphics card. Because I think this graphics card really likes high clocked processors, which mine is moderately clocked but not super high. But yeah, 30 FPS is definitely good, and it's what you would see on a console, except more detail. Yeah, now, as you can see, we have done it. We have done the benchmark, and we scored 4450. Which is pretty decent, considering that the minimum spec for a gaming PC is a GTX 970 and a 4th Gen i5. You know, that's nothing to sniff at, that's for sure, considering I built this for $600 and can easily upgrade it in the future.
Now, what's a little bit disappointing is this. 1949 versus 4450. That's not even close to, not even minimum spec for VR. Not even close. But yep, I'm going to run some Cinebench and show you the results of that. Cinebench R15 to be specific, because I'm old man. It is now dark. Yes. And yeah, big performance difference. 82.06 frames per second on my laptop with a 484 CPU score versus 101.75 frames per second and 564 CPU score. Now, that is pretty gosh darn good, considering that my laptop is also a quad core. And the processor currently set on my desktop is a quad core. But yeah, this is pretty much the last test. And well, I'll open a couple games, I guess, and show you guys performance there. Back in a moment. Now, I tend to like running crossout with VSync enabled. Now, I'm not doing that here to show just how high of a frame rate that we're getting. This is with 125% resolution scale, with pretty much everything else maxed out, as you can see here. Well, you can't. There we go. So as you can see, everything, for the most part, completely maxed. And, well, obviously the frame rate's going to go a little bit downwards in terms of test driving, but we're still getting 83, 84 FPS, something close to that. So still very smooth. Well, smooth to an extent. Oh dear. Oh no, what have I done? Oh dear. I'm still using one hand to record, so this is... Oh no. Whoops. Yeah, let's not do that. But yeah, it's I like running with VSync because it just runs smoother overall. But if you just like raw FPS, yeah, then you can do that. But as you can see, with VSync enabled, it's far smoother. And well, I can easily keep 60 FPS. That's there's not much problem whenever it comes to that. But now, on to, well, I guess brick rigs. Yeah, let's do brick rigs. Oh, now, as you can see here with brick rig, oh dear, oh, I might have ran myself over slightly, and crashed my Winnebago. Whoops. But yeah, as you can see, the it's running at 60 FPS or thereabout. Probably more than that, but Brick Rigs is not exactly a hard game to run, and it can even run on some really crap-tastic computers as long as you turn down the settings. But we have the settings completely maxed out, and, well, it runs just fine until you get past like 4,000 bricks on screen that are broken. That's whenever it drops below about below 60. But otherwise, just having a couple creations spawned is totally perfectly fine. My Winnebago is not having a very good day. Now, for a game that's a little bit more difficult to run, BeamNG Drive. Now, this game is, you can turn down the settings a fair bit to make it quite easy to run, but this is on one of the hardest maps to run in this game, which is the Italy map, surprisingly. Or unsurprisingly, depending on how much you actually know about Beam. But, as you can see, aside from my very poor driving, that we are running this game at 60 FPS, no problem. And because of my increased amount of RAM, I can spawn up to about 5 extra cars before my computer starts to really cry. Because, well, believe it or not, I only have a quad core. So, whenever it comes to Beam, the more cars you have, the slower the game runs, up past when you spawn more cars than you have threads on your computer for your processor. So say if you had a 6-core
12 threaded processor, you can probably spawn about 12 cars in and still get decent frame rates. But yeah, other than that, this has been Diamond Miner 11, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.